Day 4, yay! Today's the day we finish them off. So we've made it 4 days, and then on Friday, you get to share your makes. So day 1, we did the cutting of our pieces. Day 2, we put the patch pocket on the side panel. Day 3, we constructed them together. And now day 4, we're doing our contoured waistband and hems. So there's not really that much left to go, which is exciting. If you're not up to the same place that we are in now, I encourage you to go back and watch the other videos. There's lots of helpful information in there. But otherwise, I'm going to dive straight into getting that contoured waistband on so we can hem them and get ready to run with them. Let's go. The pieces we're working with for this are our main pieces and our lining pieces, sorry. So we should have a front and a back of both. So I've already marked mine back main, front main, and I know I've got my front lining and back lining. So it is a little bit easier if you've done them in different colours, but I've done mine the same, so we're just going to roll with it. What we're going to do is place our pieces right side up and then our other piece right side down. So you want to make sure that we have right sides together, and we're going to match up our side seams, pin this or clip this one, clip on both sides, quite a small area. And we're going to do that on both of them, and we're just going to run it straight through the overlocker. Okay, we've got our two pieces, our main and our lining, and from here we're going to flip the lining so that it's right sides out, and we're going to slip it so that they are aligned. So we want to make sure obviously that our back is with our back, and it's important to make sure we've matched up our side seams. So I like to make sure that my seams go one side, one to one, and one to the other side. The other side, and pop a clip in. Now there shouldn't be any need to stretch this. It should be the same. So from there you can pop some more clips in if you like. But what you need to do is overlock around the top edge before we're going to attach to the waistband. Now's a good time just to clip this little thread there, and we're going to turn it the right way out, so we should have our side seams matching up. And we can then flip it out and lay it down, and we have the beginning of our waist piece. Now we need to attach it to our peg legs. So we've already marked where the quarter pieces are, like the front pieces. You can actually top stitch this if you want, or you can add a little bit of elastic. There are some instructions in there if you want to, but you can also just leave it as is. So they do talk about, if you didn't add elastic in the seam, you can add a little bit of clear elastic along the top, but I think it's not too bad. So we're going to get our peg legs. We've got our front and back pieces marked. So what I'm going to do is just find the quarter here. And this is the only time I'll really use pins on a stretch fabric, is to mark my quarter edges. So again, line up my front and back. Got my quarter seam, or my quarter spot. So now I know front, back. Oh, is that the back? Make sure I'm getting it right. No. Back, front, quarter, quarter. I am then going to get my piece, my waistband piece, and attach it so that my my main piece, which we know is the one with the little notch, is going to be facing out. So I'm going to flip this around so that I've got my right sides together, and I'm going to slip it down. I probably should have done this in a separate color so it was easier to see, but I want to align this notch with the front piece. We're going to clip that. And it's just important when we're sewing to make sure that we're aligning all three edges because we don't want to miss any. Then our side seams, we want to align with our little side mark, our quarter mark. Clip it. Our back piece, again, we're just lining it all up. You will need to slightly stretch as you go. Align it in the middle between those two. And then we've got our other quarter placement with our other side seam. So as long as that's all matching up, now is also a good time to add a tag if you want to. So for me, I have some tags which I will just grab. I got these tags made up through AliExpress, so if you want the details, I can give them to you. But all I do is I get a tag. I've got a permanent fabric marker. I write the size in that, and then it just attaches to all my garments. So I'll put it at the back like this. And then I'm going to start at the back and I'm going to gently stretch between the points. You shouldn't really need to do too much to attach it. And then all we need to do is hem and we're ready to go. We're almost finished. The last thing we need to do is to hem them. So we've got our pants, got our waistband on, and now we just need to hem them. So I like to just clip off any little threads like so, and I'm going to hem these on my normal machine with a zigzag stitch again. So I'm anticipating that I'm going to get a couple more skipped stitches, but you know, we'll just have to deal with it. Like I said, I've put a Microtex needle in my machine. It's a very, very sharp needle, so it's going to pierce the fabric with a finer hole. Hopefully that helps. But I'm going to set this up and we'll hem it and then we'll be done. To hem the pants, I'm just going to fold them up about an inch. You can use clips just to hold it in place. Again, they talk about ironing it, but as I said, I'm not a huge fan of using an iron on sports performance. You can do it, you just have to have it on a very low heat, and I would definitely test it before you start. But I've just folded it over about an inch. I've got my zigzag set up. I'm just going to go around and hem it. As anticipated, I do have a couple of skipped stitches in there, but it's actually not too bad. So I'm pretty happy with that. So I can just snip off my little extra pieces and do the other side and see how it all looks. Check them out. So here are our peg legs. Done. Let's see if they fit. Oh, yes, they do. So this is our peg legs. Looking nice. We've got the contoured waistband. Important to have good undies on. Need to fix mine up. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. I feel nice and supported. Got our pockets on each side. They are the full length. Sorry, I can't stand any further back in my sewing area. But I'm really happy with those. Hopefully you are too. So that's the end of day 4. I'm going to pop in one more time tomorrow with you on debt, just to see how you're all going. Hopefully you've caught up. Don't forget that we're looking to see your makes tomorrow as well. So I'll pop in tomorrow and I can't wait to see what you've got.